Welcome to a tour of eWeddingAssistant.com. We're going to be looking at our guest list manager functionality today, and we're going to be covering 4 different tools that we have. The first one is the guest list manager, which is the first page you come to when you log on. The second one is invitations, which will track who you are inviting to the wedding or a particular event. The next one is the out of town page to track what guests are coming in from out of town, their hotel and flight information, and then an RSVP page to track who is actually coming or not coming to the wedding or event. So the first page we come to is the guest list manager, and when you sign up for an account, you're going to be created the bride and the groom automatically, and then you add everybody else in from there. So we're going to be starting with adding a guest here and show you how that works. First thing we come to is the categorization, and we have a categorization for a wedding code, which is basically just a code to group like people together. We have a few default values set up here: WP for wedding party, BF for bride family, and GF for groom family. You can change those as you see fit by managing the codes here. That'll take you to a different page. I'm going to leave that blank for now, and we're going to add our first guest, who is Mr. Jamie Wingate. And Mr. Wingate is married, so we're going to mark him as having a spouse. You can also choose guest if someone is invited. They're invited to bring a guest, but it's an unnamed guest, so guest will just be filled in for you. Or you can pick significant other if they can invite someone, and you're going to specifically name that person, but they're not married. So we're going to go with the spouse here and add in Miss Sarah Wingate. You can see that her last name is automatically filled in. You can change that if you like. And we're going to add in a child named Bobby. And you can add in up to 4 children there. And we're going to add in their address real quick to show you how that works. You do not have to add that in when you initially create the person. Really all you need is the first guest there, but you can come back in and fill that in later. And then down here at the contact information, you see we've got room for home phone, cell phone, and business phone, as well as email address. And again, those are optional information that you can fill in later if you want to keep track of people. So you can see that Jamie's added down here at the bottom. If you want to edit him, you just click on the edit icon and his information is brought up. You can update him or delete him if you like. You can see all the information here on the left hand side, all the name information, and on the right hand side you can see the address information. And you can note here that if the address is complete, you've got a checkbox here so that you know that all the information is entered in, or if there's an X, then you need to add in some more information. That's good to know for when you're filling out your invitations, whether you're ready to send that information or not. So up here at the top, you've also got a guest count where you can see you've got 22 guests added, 7 children added, and a total of 29. You can also filter by wedding code or search. We also have functionality to print or to export here. So now we're going to move on to the invitations page where you actually invite people to the event. We've already got some people set up here, but you notice that there's a checkbox by each person. So if you don't want to invite a particular person, you can uncheck their box. We're going to add in someone here. Just click Add Invitations. You can see their names here, any associated wedding codes. And then up here at the top, you can check who you want to invite. Let's say that you want to have a shower and children are not invited. You can uncheck that, and children will not be invited initially. You can change that later. But we're going to invite Jamie and Sarah here. And also note that you can select everybody if you want. That's pretty easy. So we're going to invite Jamie and Sarah and add them in. And notice that Bobby is not invited because we unchecked children. We're going to go back in and invite Bobby because he is invited to the wedding. And we're going to save that. So now you can see that he's invited to the wedding as well. And up here at the top, we've got our totals of who's invited to the wedding. If you want to change something, just uncheck the box, hit save, and you're ready to go. Also note that you can delete somebody. That doesn't delete the guest, that just deletes the invitation for this event. We also provide a number out here, which is a unique number that you can put on the back of your invitations to keep track. Not everybody responds to an invitation with their name, and sometimes you need to refer to that number in order to figure out who actually responded. So over here to the right hand side, we've got outer and inner and outer envelope information. You can put in there whatever you like, or you can let us suggest something by clicking on the envelope, and we'll provide a suggestion, and you can change that if you like. Once you're done with that, you can save it, and all your information is updated. Also note at the top here, invitations for different events can be changed up here as well, so you can go to the couple shower and invite people to that as well, and that can be different than the wedding. So we're going to go over the out of town portion next. You can see we defaulted to the couple shower because that was the last event we were on. I want to go back to the wedding and add in someone from out of town. Notice here we can select everybody if we want, or we can come over here and select people from outside of Florida. Our wedding is in Orlando, Florida, and you can see that our only guest from Atlanta, Georgia has shown up here, and we're going to check as that person is out of town and add them in. So now we've got our college roommate as an out-of-town guest, and we can edit that information here and add hotel and flight information. We can cancel or save that. Again, your totals are up here for how many guests are coming from out of town. Now we're going to go to the RSVP page, which is an important part of wedding planning. You can see that we've got the first column, we have the number, which you can track back to the invitations page if you put that back on the back of your response card. So you can mark somebody as attending once they've sent in their response and save that, and your numbers will be reflected. Notice those are up here at the top, and you can expand this to see some more detailed information here, not responded, not coming, and your totals. You can also show forecast. You can forecast how many people are coming. If somebody is not attending yet, you can add them in as, let's say I want to forecast that the work friend is actually coming. You don't have a response back, but you kind of want to guess how many people are going to be coming to the wedding. You can forecast them, and they'll show up in your forecast count. Once somebody is actually attending, the number of people you actually are attending will be your forecast, not what's in the forecast box. So that's a quick and easy way to see how many people are actually coming to the wedding versus how many you think are coming. So that's a quick wrap up of our guest list functionality. We hope you found that helpful. If you would like to sign up for an account or have more questions, just go to www.eweddingassistant.com and get in touch with us. We'll be more than happy to answer your questions. Thank you.